Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. And meeting me again, Miss Leah, in a history class. And today, we are going to continue our material about colonial history in Nusantara. And this is the second part. Alright, let's get cracking on this. Okay, this is the Indonesian version. As usual, I try to provide you with the Indonesian version. Hopefully, you can fully understand about this material. Yeah. All right. So we will talk about the reign of Batavian Republic. Well, yeah, after the falling of the OC, and we have already discussed in a previous meeting that because of the falling of the VOC as the biggest commerce company of the Dutch at that time. The French successfully took control of the Dutch in 1795. So there is a kind of changing, the government of the Dutch itself, and it became the Batav Republic. All right, and at this time, Herman Willem Daendels were appointed as the Governor-General of the Batav Republic between 1808-1811. Okay, and he has several duties. Those are the first thing is defending Java from the menace of British Marines because British wants to attack or replace the position of the Dutch in Indonesia. All right, and then the second one is creating a clean government. As I already know that, um, yeah, the fall of VOC is the main reason is about the corruption law raising during the previous era. I mean, when the VOC still exists, yeah. All right, so then let's want to create the clean government, yeah. All right. Then there's also has several governmental policies such as the first one is making a road that run across Java, connected Anyer and Panarukan. Okay, and it was called Jalan Raya Pos or the Road Pos West. Okay, and the second one is making an intervention toward the custom and the culture of the Java Kingdom. Intervensi budaya dan adat istiadat ya. Di ya Java Kingdom, yeah. Okay, forcing the local government to have an agreement that mostly benefits the Dutch. There are several agreements, forced by the Daendels, yeah, toward, the local governments. I mean, kabupaten seperti itu ya. And then, it mostly benefits the Dutch. Okay, next one is the end of the reign of Daendels. It was over during 1811 and it was replaced by the Governor-General Jansen with the same duty, that is defending Java from the attack of British Marines. Unfortunately for the Dutch, Jansen couldn't fulfill his duty, and finally British Marines could take over Batavia. Okay, the Dutch, okay, finally surrendered to Britain. Sorry. Okay, so on September 18, 1811, by signing the Tuntang Capitulation, officially Indonesia, or it is called East Indies, Hindia Belanda, okay, left to the British, okay, is given to Britain, okay. All the Dutch soldiers become British prisoners, and the Dutch people can employ in the British government. All right, that's what is it? Some of the content of the capitulation, Tuntang capitulation. All right, next one. In a short period of time, we are under the control of the Britain, okay, occupation, okay. So, due to the power shift to the British, the leader of Java people become the Thomas Stanford Raffles. Okay, this is a very well-known name that, I know, probably you know, this person. Okay, the Governor Raffles proposed some policies during the era of the British occupation. The first thing is ended the Prianger-Selzel policy. Okay, this is um, yeah, run by the Dutch in the previous occupation, yeah. All right, and then Prianger Seltzer here means a kind of force system, yeah. Force system of planting a coffee, okay, done by the Prianger people. Now it is called Priangan, and it was located in West Java. And then they have to send the crops of the coffee to the Dutch as their taxes. So they pay taxes in the form of the coffee. All right, and then the second one is ended some of the policies like Fairfield Sovereignty and Continental. Okay, those are quite similar policy actually, but Fairfield Sovereignty is a kind of giving crops, okay, hasil bumi ya, directly to the VOC as a means of taxes. So you have to note the word taxes here, means that it is a tax or pajak ya, dalam bentuk hasil bumi. Okay, and continental means that this is a kind of compulsory giving crops. Yeah, you give a crops. Okay, the same thing. Yeah, given. Yeah. Okay, but um, yeah, the price is determined by the VOC. So it means that you kind of sell with a very low price. Yeah. Okay, for your crops. Yeah. Okay, and then the third one is apply the land rent system. Okay, ini adalah yeah, sewa tanah ya, sistem sewa tanah. Okay, and then the region or the bupati was appointed as a government employee sebagai pegawai pemerintah. Okay, and then another policy also yeah done by Raffles, including ending the slave trade. Okay, penjualan budak ya, ini ya, perdagangan budak, and then restored the native temples in Java. Okay, as you know that we have several famous temples in Java like Prambanan, Borobudur. Okay, it was restored at the time. Okay, thanks to Britain, yeah. Okay, and then allowed research to be conducted. Okay, and then yeah, related to the European history, at the time when the Napoleon fell from power, okay, this is the king of the French, okay, at that time. Yeah, finally, France left Holland, okay. So the Holland is not under the what is it, the power of the French anymore. So the Dutch and the British have a kind of Treaty of London, or it is also called Convention, yeah. Okay, in London, 1824. Okay, this treaty stated that all colonies that belong to the Dutch be returned to the Dutch. So, including Indonesia, there are several yeah colonies yeah of the Dutch. Okay, being returned to the Dutch again. Okay, and so that's why yeah, our country, before we use the term Indonesia as our country's name, we are called Dutch East Indies. It means Hindia Belanda. Okay, this one. All right. And let's move on to the reign of the Dutch, yeah, for the second part. Okay. So after being yeah returned back to the Dutch, yeah, due to the Convention of London, Indonesia was under the occupation of the Dutch. Yeah, once again. Okay. The next well-known Governor General was Johannes van den Bosch. Okay, and he applied several policies like cultural shelter, or it is called system tanam paksa. Okay, of course, it brings a lot of benefits for the Dutch, and yeah, in the other hand, it gives us a lot of misery. Yeah, okay, and also there are other policies like open door policy applied during 1850 that it also give us more misery ya, kesengsaraan yang lebih ya. Oke, karena hampir semua policy itu nggak ada yang ini ya memberikan benefit ya. Oke, and then it led to the human exploitation and the birth of coolie or donanti. Okay, yes, you heard the word coolie. Coolie in Indonesia means that this is what is it? Buruh ya, buruh kuli gitu ya. Oke, jadi ada peraturan regulation in giving punishment to the workers atau kuli. Jadi kuli itu bisa dihukum ya dengan peraturan ini ya, ya dari open door policy tadi yang lebih ke arah liberal economic policy ya. Alright, and then the cultural social policy was opposed by Multatuli, Edward Dowes Dekker. Okay, and this kind of people is really humanist one, so oppose this kind of tanam paksa ya. So at that time, cultural culture was replaced by agrarian wet atau undang-undang agraria dan Swicker wet diganti ya dengan undang-undang agraria dan undang-undang gula. Alright, and then we move on to the what is it? Another policies that is called the Dutch ethical policy atau politik etis ya, sebut saja ya politik etis, with official policy of reciprocation, or it is called balas budi ya, during the 4 decades from 1901 until the Japanese occupation 1942. Okay, this is the idea of Theodore van Deventer, okay, and was accepted by the Dutch Queen Wilhelmina. Okay, so yeah, the Queen Wilhelmina tried to change the politics of the Dutch, yeah, in which the Dutch has to take an ethical responsibility for the welfare of the colonial subject, giving a kind of welfare, yeah, as reciprocation, balas budi, ya. Okay, and then the ethical policy could be summarized in the 3 policies of irrigation, migration, and education. Irrigation deals with introducing people with irrigation program, banking service, subsidies for native industries and handicrafts. All right, and the migration is about introducing the concept of transmigration from overpopulated Java into another part of Indonesia, Sumatra and Kalimantan. Okay, and then the last one is education. The Dutch try to open a Western education to Indonesian. Yeah, okay, even though there is a teeny portion of the people who try to join the Western education. All right, this is the last thing I wanna share that. Yeah, on the day of the judgment, Allah, the exile, will be the opponent of those types of people. Hence, the employers who hire workers then delay their wage for a month or 2 or 3 must fear Allah. So, ini ya, sungguh dosa ya atas orang-orang yang berbuat zalim kepada manusia dan melampaui batas di muka bumi tanpa hak. Mereka itu mendapatkan azab yang pedih. Bahkan disebutkan juga dalam hadis ya, bahwa pay the workers his wages before his sweat has dried. Jadi bayar ya sebelum keringat mengering. Jadi ini adalah sebuah peringatan yang Allah berikan ya kepada para employer yang memperkerjakan para workers tersebut untuk membayar sesuai dengan hak yang mereka harus dapatkan. Alright, I think that's all for this material for about the colonial history in Nusantara, the second part, okay, and we will talk about something else like what happened during this colonial this colonial era, that is about perlawanan ya yang terjadi di Indonesia, perlawanan terhadap Belanda dan negara lain juga ya yang terjadi saat penjajahan berlangsung selama di Indonesia. Okay, I think that's all for this meeting. Hopefully it will really help you to understand the material well, and hopefully you can also do the exercise. Okay, and if you try to listen to my explanation, okay, exactly, you can do the exercise okay, without any confusing things, yeah. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Okay, syukron ala jamli istimam wal istimam. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.